Friday, Soundbite Production Live. It is so good to be here. It is a whopping, I think, 57 degrees outside today in Austin, Texas. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't ready for no more cold. This is Texas. We don't do cold. It's not, nah, I don't like it. Don't want it. Don't like it. Anyway, I am so excited today to have my very, very, very special guest here today. It is going to be Miss Queen Deelah. And if I pronounce her name wrong, she can tell me and we'll fix it because you know how I am about pronouncing names. I am very, very grateful to have her on this show today. Let me get some information going. Here comes the Queen. Y'all go, rah, rah.
Peace and love. And you did pronounce it right, so we're good.
Yay. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that. Exciting and new. How you doing? What you doing in the cold? How you doing?
Like you just said, we don't really do the cold. I'm from California, so I'm not used to this type of cold. But I've been here 13 years, so last year I got a little taste of it when we had that little winter storm. So I'm happy that we didn't have that. But, I prefer the warm myself.
I still have a Ziploc bag of snow from last year because I was like, I'm going to keep this and see how long till the next one comes around. I was like, we ain't playing. For real. We have real snow. If y'all don't know, Texas don't do well if the ground gets even a little wet. So that snow threw us off. Threw us all
off. People can't drive,
at all. It's
and
like it's wet.
everything.
And slam on their brakes like they're it's like, what are you doing? Stop it.
Like, what just happened here? That escalated really quickly, But anyway, to say the least, we're doing great. We're doing our best to stay warm in the house. We got lights and food, so we good.
Food, clothing, and shelter. That's all the blessings that anyone can actually want to have, I believe. Do you have since we're in your lovely studio, do you have a name for your studio?
Yes, it's For the Culture. So number 4, THECLTR. So For the Culture Studios.
I like that. That's good. I'm digging your color scheme. What made you pick the colors?
So I chose these colors in honor of my brother. My brother transitioned last year, Chameleon King. Brendan, also known as Brendan Foster, dynamic vocalist. And that's all he wanted was for us to have our own space. Unfortunately, I was able to get this studio after his transition, and his favorite colors are pink, yellow, and green. So the colors of the studio is pink. I'll flip up real quick so you can see the ceiling. Pink ceiling, and pink all around, pink chairs. So pink, yellow, and green. All of the sound foam is yellow and green, and then a lot of the accessories, doors, ceiling, and like I said, some chairs and stuff are pink.
How long did it take you to get the studio built?
It took me about 4 weeks because this was just an old storage room. And so, I was determined to get it up, but I had a team who came and helped me with everything from the flooring to rewiring of like the lights and all of the electrical outlets. So I really did have to gut this room and make it happen. But it took 1 month of production and we got it up.
Girl, that's a blessing. Shoot. Most people can't even decide to make up their mind what they're gonna do in a month. That's amazing. Did you have any experience beforehand in having something built like that? Like, did you have a special closet, shoes, and things made?
No, just to be perfectly honest, I was just committed because we were in quarantine and I knew that it would be hard to book studio time, that it would be hard to like just network on that level just based off where we were. I didn't know where art was. And so I just manifested, I prayed, and I manifested that the divine would give me the strength and the resources to build it. And sure enough, it came through. And so I stayed committed to the process and made it happen.
Manifestation is a big thing and it's real. For real, for real. So I have a dog. Do you have any pets?
No pets. No pets. My daughter, she wants a dog really bad. I'm allergic to cats. So, the cats come around. I get to, doing all this and everything. So I don't do the cats. But my daughter wants a dog. So I've been considering it. But truly, balancing home life and work. It's a lot of work. And I'm telling my daughter that's a lot of work it's almost like having another person, and we have to be able to take the time to pour that. And I don't know if we there yet. So
That's the
no
truth.
pets for us.
How old is your daughter?
She's 6.
Oh, no. No. A dog is going to be 6 when no. No. That's too young. Tell her to wait. Just
Yeah.
Wait. Wait till you can take it for a walk yourself.
Exactly.
Cuz mama don't need another child at this time.
At this time. At this
Right
time.
now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Maybe in
So
the future, but not right now.
my favorite question to ask everyone when they come on is, if you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Ooh. If I had a superpower, my superpower would be the ability to create understanding in chaos.
Oh, that's deep and profound. Wow.
And because I come from a place in Oakland, California, where there's a lot of chaos, let's just
Mm-hmm.
be real, and a lot of things happen due to misunderstandings. So if people could take the time to just breathe and hear each other, you know what I mean, and really hear, not from your ears, but hear from your heart, then I think that we wouldn't be in war at all. Just That's just my personal opinion, because where there's understanding, there's more room for love, and there's more possibility of creating a positive outcome versus it going left. So I'm from a place where that happens a lot, and I just wish that I had the ability to insert understanding through a frequency.
Mm, for real. That frequency is your music. That's your superpower. So in my eyes, you already have your superpower. You're already doing it
Well, thank you.
by
Thank
sharing
you.
your music. So let's talk about your music. How long have you been doing music in the music industry?
So, in the music industry, 19 years as an independent artist. I started at 18 years old, coming through community programs in Oakland, California. I started to take it serious, though, like I said, when I turned 18. So, it happened a little bit before 18, in high school, just going to all of these community centers in Oakland where they allowed us to record and write our own music. People came and produced, engineer. So it was levels to it. It helped prepare us as young people of what the possibilities could be like. And then when I turned 18, I felt ready to start to expressing myself around my experience. So 19 years, my inspiration came though at a very young age, 5 years old, being in a church choir. I have a very musically inclined family. My grandmother, who is on one of the videos singing, was one of the lead vocalists in the church. My mother played piano. My uncle plays drums. I have countless vocalists and MCs and poets and dancers. So I come from a family full of creativity on my mother's side, and that's what it was like. It was just a whole bunch of movie reenactments growing up, a lot of karaoke, us getting into karaoke competitions. Also, singing in the church. Me and my sister and 2 other cousins formed a gospel group, and we would sing around town in Oakland. So it started at a young age, but I started to take it serious at 18.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Do you play any instruments?
The tambourine.
That counts. Sure. That counts because that tambourine is serious.
Listen, okay, so I grew up wanting to play the drums. I played the drums for a little while, so I have good timing, but I didn't put enough energy into it to really pop off how I would have wanted to within my mind. But I also was a sports player and I loved sports more at that time. So I had instruments all around me. So I would like click clack on the piano. I can do little things, but no, I do not full fledged play any instruments. I use my writing ability and my vocals as my instrument.
Spectacular. So you're not dead yet, so you can still play the drums. You can just put your little kit in that little corner over yonder, and what do you call them? The electronic one if you don't want the full boom, boom, boom. But you can still play. You're not
Right,
dead yet. You're not dead yet.
right.
Writing. How is your songwriting method? What inspires you to write? Uh, yeah, let's go with that.
Truly, what inspires me to write is things happening around me. I speak about a lot of social issues. Um, when I first became an artist, or when I would say that I started to step into my artistry, it came because of community activism, and in Oakland, I would speak out against things that I felt like was holding us back as young people. For instance, the first campaign I worked on was a bus pass campaign, and in Oakland they were raising the rates on bus passes for low income communities. It absolutely didn't make any sense, and they could make free or reduced bus passes for those communities. So I helped fight for that. And when I would go to City Hall, I didn't want to just get up there and testify as a young person and speak on my experience or what was going on in my neighborhood that made that issue important to me. But I started to write it in poetry form, you know,
Mm,
and then I did my testimonies in poetry form. And then from there, I started to realize that in being a community activist, there was not music, in my opinion, that reflected that work. And I wanted to hear it. And so I realized I had to write it. If I wanted to hear, I had to write it because at that time in the Bay Area, there was what we called the hyphy movement, which is just a whole bunch of high energy party music,
okay.
and that was the culture. It was just like straight turn up party culture. And we were not, as a community or a collective musical um, industry or culture within the Bay Area, was not addressing social issues. So I felt the need to write about the things that I weren't hearing or seeing.
Good. Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do as creatives. We have to uplift our community and help them see that there is better and we deserve better. So
Right.
yes. When you're producing your music, do you use any sort of software in particular, like Logic or Pro Tools or Ableton or any of these new fancy things that are coming out here?
Right now, mostly Logic because I can produce within Logic as well. Um, I'll go in and play around with sounds electronically. So I can produce electronically with sounds, manipulate sounds, engineer, put those things together. For me, Logic is a great place to do that because
Mm.
Logic has this huge sound bank that I love playing around in, but I'm also a certified engineer in Pro Tools as well. So
What?
yeah, so Logic is just like a step under Pro Tools.
Mm.
That was one of the skills I gained from coming up in the community organizations. I learned how to be an engineer. And so that was something I actually done throughout my whole career, was had to engineer my music. A lot of people don't know that because it's not something that I've ever broadcast. And then when I got the studio and people are like, who's going to engineer this session? And I'm like, me, darling, I'm going to engineer this session. They're like, what? We
Girls
didn't
in the
know.
house, woman in
You
the
know,
house, woman.
we didn't know. We didn't know you had those skills. So definitely, I love using Logic because I have the ability to produce and record in there. But I also, from time to time, use Pro Tools.
Y'all heard it right here first on SBP Live. Thank you, thank you, and watch your door get. Can you help
Right.
me? It's like yes, pay me, pay the woman, pay her, because it is. There's not that many women in the industry of sound engineering who are getting the work as much as the men are. So the more women that are in there, the better. That's just me. That's just me.
Right.
Um, Cheryl. Let's see here. Favorite. Okay, tell me what your first music teacher was like. What lesson did you learn from that teacher that sticks with you the most? I know, right?
That was deep because, like I said, I grew up in the church. So I had many musical teachers on different realms. But the one that stands out, her name is Miss Griffin. And I was an eighth grader. And very long story about how I even got to the school and within this program. But being there and seeing Miss Griffith passion for music and the way she appreciated harmonies and bringing us together as a collective, and also getting us to sing from our spirit, right? Our soul, versus like being afraid of everybody else who were hearing us around us, right? As kids, like, no, a dear, a female deer. And Miss Griffith knew how to pull that out of you because she had stopped the whole class and she'd be like, all right, everybody, we just gonna have for Deelah do a doe, a deer, a female deer, and she will pull it from you and help you not also be embarrassed about that. And then also have the class celebrate you. And I
Mm.
think that was very powerful for me, watching her do that, because obviously me, I wasn't the shy one because I grew up in the choir, so I was up in there belting. But when I watched that with my other classmates, I thought it was admirable how she enrolled other people in loving music, and now some of those same people are artists as well. And a lot of us talk about Miss Griffith's class and the concerts that she put on. I actually have an old cassette tape of my eighth grade spring ball with Miss Griffith. So that's how much she had an impact on me. I still have this tape that I can whip out at any time and show y'all my eighth grade spring performance.
That's a good professor. And to
Yeah.
that point, let's bring one of Queen's videos to life here on stage. Let me put us to the side. Y'all know how I am. Just a second. Let me push the right buttons. Clicky, and then put us. And if you want to talk about it, this is your um, battlefield video. So I'm gonna make it full
Yes.
and
So
On the
okay.
battlefield.
Pause. Go ahead. That sounds like grandma right there talking,
that's
singing. Hey.
Brandy. So Battlefield is inspired by this quarantine. Um, that's what I feel right now. I feel that a lot of people are going through their personal battles, and then we see a collective battle happening. And when I think about what's going on right now, I can only think about this song, because even though I put my own lyrics to it, um, if you hear the verses in this record, it's just giving praise to the Most High for allowing um, strength in the midst of a chaotic time. Um, And so I wanted to do my own rendition, highlighting that this was a song of my grandma. This was a song that we sang coming up in church, and her testifying about her overcoming some adversities. But she's still on this battlefield, you know? And
Excellent.
so I combined it as a 2022 version, right? Of a very old hymn to to talk about things that we're seeing and the importance of us taking care of ourselves. You know what I mean? And
Spectacular.
so,
Here we go.
yeah, it's Black History Battlefield, y'all.
Black History Month. Here we go. Boom and activate.
For my Lord, I'm working for the Lord. I am on the battlefield for my Lord, working for the Lord, and I promise Him that I would serve Him till I die. I am on the battlefield for my Lord.
Hut, 2, 3, 4, pick it up. 2, 3, 4, said hut. 2, 3, 4, pick it up. 2, 3, 4. I am on the battlefield for my Lord. This is what I'm on the battlefield for my Lord. This is what I'm on. I must him that I will serve till I die. I am on the battlefield for my Lord. This is what I'm on. The attack is in your mind. Don't be dumb, don't be blind. Vampires are the vibe. They are the virus. This been a war for thousands of years. I have no fear because the warriors are here. They here. Beautiful, black, bold, and brilliant. Be courageous, though it's dangerous. We must be resilient. Long live chameleon. I do this for my bro and all the souls on globe that expose how we've been wrong. Ain't wrong. A whole new world is emerging. All God children know everything is perfect. The people that's affected been infected with the word he need more than mask and gloves for spirits that's dirty. Stopping the loop, spiritually boxing with fools. What's gonna happen when they take all of their money and food? So many will die, they don't know what to do. It's time to make a plan and follow through. I am on the battlefield for my Lord. This is what I'm on the battlefield for my Lord. This is what I'm on. I must him that I will serve till I die. I am on the battlefield for my Lord. This is what I'm on. Hold your breath, don't cough, mask on, blast off. We looting at the pig shooting this COVID life in 2020. Kids graduating in the living room on social media and corporates. Government outside hog tight, rock sticks, throwing grenades. America was sick. That's fading in and out hella quick. The only thing that's really sick is let me sick, claim the rich. That's a lie, you can see the signs. Quarantine your thoughts and mine. Clear vision, not television. Physical being on a spirit mission. I am that I am. Now you know that I am. I am that I am. Now you know who I am. A lot of people unknowingly willing to die for a sensation. I'm consciously staying alive. We'll survive to heal nations. Breonna Taylor, Jacob Blake. Lynch happening to bad people since we go along with oppression. We die trying to be equal. We gotta heal, keep it real. With ourselves, it's a big deal. We gotta heal, keep it real. With ourselves, it's a big deal. We gotta heal, keep it real. With ourselves, it's a big deal. We gotta heal, keep it real. With ourselves, it's a big deal. We gotta heal, keep it real. With ourselves, it's a big deal. We gotta heal, keep it real. With ourselves, it's a big deal.
Yes, Queen. Golly, that's powerful. Beautiful. powerful, powerful, sister. Yes, you are.
Thank
Had my
you.
head bobbing the whole time. I was like, yes, yes, talk that talk. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Gia says, I love this song and the message. Go Queen. Hey, Gia.
Hey, Gio. That's my sister, my Stretch Music family. I got on my Stretch
Hey.
Music band representing for the
What?
bandly.
What?
You know,
What?
I'm always going to represent for the collective. I'm so grateful to just have a wonderful support system.
Wait. What's that tag you said? What's that hashtag you said? Hashtag what?
Bandly, Bandly, you know, because we are the Bandly. And you better know that we coined that. You heard that here first, you know. And so that's one of my Bandly sisters. And she also helped with the inspiration behind Battlefield, the vocals, everything. Her and another one of my sisters, Denisha, Adriana, they came in and not only support me when we're doing the live performance of Battlefield, but came in the studio and helped me to figure out vocally what I wanted to do on this record. So I'm very grateful for them and their energy and just their constant support, you know. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing to have a collective of people who really believe in your message, and I'm grateful for that.
As the woman said, everybody needs a tribe. Everybody needs a family. Everybody needs a team to make this machine move on, I guess is the best way to say that.
Right.
Let's see here. Because you know I'm weird with my questions. Here's what
You have some awesome questions, by the way. Let's not say that they're weird because I saw them. I saw those questions and I was like, wow, I could really appreciate, you know. Anyway, let's see what you about to ask.
Because you know, as artists, we often get the same questions over and over, and it's like, come on now, where there's more up in here. Ask me something different. So I always appreciate it when somebody asks me something that's not the norm for questions. So, if you had a personal mascot, what would your mascot be? Right. Take a drink. Take a drink. Think about it.
Yeah, let me drink some water on that.
Let me think about it for a second. Funny.
If I had a personal mascot, I mean, truly, where I am, you know, I do nothing without intention. So if I had a personal mascot right now, it would be the chameleon. And
Nice.
it would be in honor, obviously, of my brother, Chameleon King, but also just learning and knowing about like what a chameleon is and the ability, you know, to blend and have to adapt, and that's very much who I am. So when my brother switched his name, I was like, my name should be Chameleon too. You know, you chameleon, I'm Camellia. That's how I was feeling about it. So if I had a mascot right now, that's what it would be. It would be the chameleon because I am a chameleon. I wear many hats. Um, I can go to many places and spaces with my message. You know, I performed in prison, I performed in the church, I performed in the schools, I performed in the clubs. So there's not a place that I can't take my message because it's a universal message, you know, and people can appreciate it on many different platforms. I mean, not in comparison to anybody else, but just that other people with their music, they don't have a wide range message. Therefore, it does not enable them to be across different platforms.
Yes. Yes. How you do that in the poetry thing? Yes.
So I can't even snap. It's so cold in here.
Aw. Okay, your 3 favorite apps on your phone.
My 3 favorite apps will have to be Uber. Right now, I drive for Uber, so that's something that I do. So, another app, Instagram, because I keep in close contact with some of my loved ones who are in California. And also, we have our live streams on Mondays and Fridays, where we're talking about mental health and very powerful conversations are had. And then I would say the third one would be band app, because me and my family, that's a way that we keep close contact, and we're able to organize all of our things through that. So obviously I have other apps that I'm working on my phone, but those will probably be my three favorite right now at this moment.
Excellent response. Excellent response. What three words best describe you?
Um, Three words: breakdowns are breakthroughs.
Girl. Ping. Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful,
That's
powerful,
that's
powerful.
something that people will know me for saying. It's definitely a saying that I usher in a lot of spaces. It's something that I need to remind myself right now. Breakdowns are breakthroughs, that they are okay, that they are necessary for growth across the board. So allow yourself to break down to breakthrough. So breakdowns are breakthroughs. Those would be three words that I feel like if you ask my friends, and I think they'll say a lot, probably different things, but I think people will have a pretty, um, like you can get a good consensus of my friends, and I think that will come up. Breakdowns are breakthroughs.
That sounds like a new album project, a new song content right there. That's what that sounds like to me. That's fantastic. I love that. What if you could bring back one TV show that was canceled, which one would you bring back?
Martin, hey, listen.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some Martin Lawrence. That's definitely one of my favorite comedians. Uh, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. And
Mm.
so it was some amazing things. Like, really, it's a toss up. If I'm being all the way transparent, I said Martin, so that was my first mind. But then when I said it, I was like, but what about In Living Color? That's what my head said. So it would be a toss up between like Martin and in Living Color.
Bring something like there, right there in the middle.
Like right in the middle,
That would
something
be
like
good.
that.
That would be
Yeah.
good. I uh, I have all these flashes now of Martin and in living color in my head. I'm like, yes, that would be great. Okay.
Right. It was just awesome. TV in the 90s was really awesome. We had a lot of great sitcoms, a lot of great TV shows. And by far, Martin is powerful. And I know Martin is powerful because my 6-year-old daughter have somehow got hold to Martin, watching episodes with her father. And so now she's like, I want to watch Martin. And I'm like, that's very powerful, that you have a 6-year-old, talking about some Martin Lawrence. And she don't know nothing about no Martin, but she feels connected to it, just from the little silly things that she see on there.
But that's was a very creative, dynamic show. I mean, the artists that are on there were multifaceted, talented. So, absolutely. What's the one with the college kids? I want to.
With the college kids,
Oh gosh,
a
I can't
different
think.
a different world,
Is it
or
a different world?
with
Yeah,
Dwayne Wayne and Whitley.
yes. I want to
Hmm.
see that. Bring something like that back, where it was
Yes.
like super intelligent black people being shown on television. Bring some of that back. I'm tired of
Yes.
seeing all these people twerk. It's making my head hurt. I'm so sick of twerking. Just take your twerking butt in the corner and sit down. Let me see some intelligence. I'm attracted to intelligence.
Right. We need balance. That's something that, again, that I appreciate growing up in the 90s. It was very balanced. You know what I mean? Like, you could see some Lil Kim, but you also had some MC Light. You could see, some Trina, but we also had Bahamadia.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
could see some Debrat, you could see some Missy Elliott. You could see, so it was a balance, right? It was a balance of, and I just feel like right now we just don't have a good balance of like entertainment all the way around. We don't have a balance.
It's
Like
very
whatever the
interesting.
wave is, that's the wave. That's just the wave, and everybody is on that wave. So if everybody is Old Town roading, that's what the wave is. We all Old Town roading, and we're gonna do that style. It's not like a balance of different genres or different styles being appreciated by the mainstream right now.
Glow says, we hear those three words every day. And a scorpion, I'm not sure what that means, and Banley.
Yes. So they hear those words because I'm a Scorpio. So that's one thing that me and the Banley, we're filled. We have a collective of Geminis and Scorpios.
Woo!
Yeah. So it's a lot of energy, and we have some power struggles, not in a like negative way, in a playful way, where we're always talking about, Scorpio this or Gemini this. So they hear it always from me because I'm proudly a Scorpio. And yeah, so they hear that. Banley, I'm a Scorpio, and breakdowns are breakthrough. So yes.
The other question or point she says is, how do you find the power to push through when you're not feeling inspired?
Ooh. You see what I did? I just took a breath.
That's right. Briefly.
And sometimes I issued a breathing challenge with all my intermediate community and loved ones to just be intentional about our breathing. I go into nature. I go into my personal closet within myself and go into prayer. I go holler at my ancestors, and my Arisha. So it's spiritual work. I do my spiritual work, the spiritual work that feels good to me, so that I can continue to be the transformation that I want to see. Is it easy? No. I have counsel, I have elders and I have mentors, people that I respect and I look up to. So it's a collectiveness of me collecting myself. Sometimes I have to call some of the family like, yo, this is what's going on. And they have to remind me, hey, Deelah, take some breaths. Everything is cool. And we reflect that work. So it is a process, and each time is different, but it's just remembering the health and wellness, remembering that it's important to have my peace and to take care of my mental health. That my brother, who transitioned a couple of years ago, those were some of the things that he was going through with his mental health. And it's just a reminder to do that work, so that I don't spiral or allow myself to get into a dark space that will be completely hard to get out of,
Truth, because the darkness is easy to swim in. Easy
Yeah.
to swim in the darkness. Okay, question. What's that? What you said? Arisa? What's that? And
Arisha.
what's that? What's that?
So,
Teach me.
Just the natural elements, right? In African spirituality, they acknowledge different elements in the world as different dominions that the Most High gave different entities. For instance, like water. People know about Oshun or have been hearing about Oshun. Therefore, that's why we call it the ocean, the Oshun.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that, but the ocean, the name ocean comes from Oshun, which is a spiritual deity who was given the gift of water. And so just learning those different things, learning about the natural elements and learning those names and learning how to interact with nature, because that is spirituality, you know what I mean? Being able to, like people that I hear that have a green thumb, and I'm working on my green thumb right now, right? they say what helped their plants live is like naming the plants and then having a relationship with their plants. You know what I mean? And so it's the same thing with nature. The divine have named things in nature that I believe that it is our job as spiritual beings to learn these names, right, of nature and have interactions with those things. So that is a quick way to give you an explanation of the Orisha.
Thank you. That's knowledge and powerful right there. Denisha says the one amazing Pisces. I don't know what that means. And Denisha says, girl, please.
Girl, please. Okay.
That.
So that's another one of my sayings, girl, please. So you know you're getting a girl, please right now, sis. She is an amazing Pisces in our collective. I said Geminis and Scorpios, but obviously we have all different amazing signs. But there is a collective of Geminis and Scorpios within our in
Your
our
group,
circle,
in
and
your bandly.
and we tend to dominate at times, letting people know
That's all
that
right.
it's more of us
That's,
and less of them.
mm-hmm.
But that is my Pisces sister.
Let's play another one of your videos, Queen.
All right, what we about to play?
Let me cue it up here. And oops, it took us out. Okay, wait.
So shout out to my sister Gio. She sent out the link to everybody
sweet.
On Facebook and made sure that all of the bandly in our intermediate circle had access to this link. So I would like to shout her out. And also Gio's in this video. So this was a note that we wrote as sisters. We dropped this last Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming up. So it's almost been a year since this video was released. And as Black women, we understand that on a industry level, there's not a lot of love that's being shown between the Black woman and the Black man. That a lot of it right now, a lot of people are coming from a hurt space from their personal traumas in their life. Rightfully so, people have the right to speak about their experience, but as we're seeing and as we were just talking about, it's one-sided. So we wrote this song to help bring calibration, to let our brothers know not all your sisters are against you. You know, particularly I wrote it for my partner at the time and her partner. She wrote it for her partner, just us pouring love into the Black men that are around us, to let them know that you are loved, and this idea that we are against each other is a false idea, you know. So shout out to Gio. We wrote this song Black Love to show the importance of that alchemy between a Black woman and a Black man. So
beautiful.
Black love.
Here we go.
And I can't hear the sound. I don't know.
Okay, just a second. Let me start it over. Let me start it over, because y'all know how I am. Push the wrong button. Got to start over.
And shout out to D's on Keys and Kingpin, the bassist, for producing this record as well.
Spectacular. All right, here we go. Take one. You know what? Okay. Take two. Hold on. I know what it is, because it's all me. Let's fix it. Go back just a second. Oh, escape. Got all excited. Forgot to push the button. Turn it on. That y'all know how Sonya is, but she does get the job done. Bing, bada bing. Put us back in the thing and spring. Play.
There we go.
against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always be loyal. I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always to you. I will always to you. I will always, I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always. Like king, I want you to know I love you deep in my soul. You valuable and you're precious. Understand that you're blessed with the best of the best. Is when you hurt, I get restless. Your style is the freshest. Oh God, no second guessing that. In your heart, I wanna be. Lay my head up in your lap and feel the comfort and the presence of a royal being. So pure that I can never leave, deceive, mislead. I am you and you are me. Nothing's out of reach. We are chilling with the deities. Your gentle touch, it fills me up with the ashe and peace. Food stays simmering, his plate fixed right. I asked him if he won't dessert. He said that's me tonight. No relationship is perfect. You make me feel it's worth it. You're an asset to my life. My loyalty not for purchase. You are light, give me hope to carry on. Let me drape you in this robe while we rest upon this throne. I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always be loyal. I'm not against.
Hey, what you charging tonight?
$20 each. Yep. And half it out. Hold on. I got that. What? No. Hold on, sweetie. You out here paying for dirt? Folk in gray? What? Rose, what in the sugar baby hell is you?
Oh yeah, you're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always be loyal. I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always to you. I will always to you. I will always, I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always to you.
One thing a queen gon' do is keep a king grounded, while a king keeps his queen well balanced. The best is unexpected, that's the power of love. My energy's protected, I put that on everything I love. From here we only go up, yeah. I'll keep you motivated, be your backbone, mind strong, and you feel creative. Every milestone is the growth I'm appreciating. I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will adore you, baby. I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will adore you, baby.
I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always be loyal. I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always to you. I will always to you. I will always, I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always to you. I'm not against, I'm for you. You're my king, I adore you. I will always be loyal. I will always to you.
You're mine, to you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, another good one. What did she say? Rue says, or Glow says, run to you. And is it Glow? Because I can't see that
It's
far away.
Geo.
Right. Geo says, what's the best piece of advice another musician gave you?
The best piece of advice that I got from another fellow entrepreneur, he's actually one of the reasons why the independent game is what it is. He goes by the name of JT, the Bigger Figure, coming out of the Bay Area. And JT is one of the kings of the independent, what we know as the independent industry. Him and Master P got their deal together. And he's someone who's very well connected and respected, who's helped grow the culture by leaps and bounds. And what he told me was dreams are for dreamers and visions are for visionaries.
Powerful.
And so what I took out of that was that people who sit around dreaming all the time are not the ones who are manifesting and carrying out the vision. Those who dream and allow that dream to inspire a vision are the ones who are manifesting. And so I took that to heart. Like, you know, nothing comes to sleep, but nothing comes to a dreamer but sleep. And so that inspired me to put in work for myself as a FemC. That if I want to see
as a
things
what?
happen,
As a what? What you said?
as a
FemC?
as a FemC, you know, I think that it's important that that I'm activated through, like, not just my words, but through my actions. And if I showed this region anything, was activation through many of different projects that I've been able to be a part of. And I've done some very groundbreaking things here in this city and in Oakland, California, which truly, as a FemC, in the history of the art, is not known. It's not known for a sister like myself to be able to go to different regions and also hold the power. And so that's not something that I take lightly. And I was able to do that once I heard that from JT. Once he let me know, like, you thinking that people are going to put you on, you thinking that people are going to be enrolled into your dream is not true. And all that's going to do is cause heartache. But you manifesting your vision and activating yourself to put in work for your own vision will allow you to stand out and keep pushing hard. And here I am 19 years later, you know.
Snap, snap, snappity snap for you, Queen. All right. Couple more questions for you. What is one message that you want to share with the ones that are coming up and the ones that are above you that need some inspiration? What you want to share with them?
It's important that you do that personal spiritual work so that you don't lose sight of the intention and the reason why. So for those that are coming up, I would say get mentors, get people that you respect within this business, and ask for guidance, ask questions, ask a lot of questions. You know, don't enroll yourself into things over excitement. I feel like that's the thing that I did as a younger artist. I was super excited and I ended up in situations that I was unclear on the outcomes based off, like, not knowing what was happening. So I should have asked more questions versus just allowing my excitement to lead me into dark spaces, just to be quite honest. So if I could do anything different, I'll ask a lot of questions. I'll make sure that I have mentors and that people that I can study and be under that can help me, that I really respect, and not help me feeling like they got to do something for me, but help me in learning from them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's something that I would give. That's advice I would give to artists coming up, and advice I would give to other artists who have been doing their thing for a while and maybe feeling like they losing touch. Stay connected to the younger artists, those that are hungry, those that are like just full of life and completely not tainted, right? Because then that can help you recalibrate again to your intention and why did you come in. And sometimes we need that inspiration from younger artists who are freshly coming into the game to inspire you and to help you to remember that you were in that space one time, and why are you doing what you're doing. And a lot of time, my fellow artists who look up to me, I find inspiration through them, through their ambition, through their hunger, and it keeps me ambitious and hungry, and or trying to figure out what work I need to do to personally get back to that space of when I was very ambitious and hungry to do what I love doing most, which is creating at the highest level. So it's a calibration of us finding each other, right? Those who are coming into the game, and then those who have been in a game for a long time, and the OGs making space for the youngsters, you know. Don't be gatekeepers, because that will take a toll on your spirit as you're coming up. Like, make room for younger artists who are doing their thing. You know, it'll feel better to your spirit as somebody who's been in the game for a long time. And that's something that I always try to stay cognizant too, that my creativity gets inspired by seeing other people just go hard. You know what I mean? And me creating space for other people to do their thing. So that's what I would say. Get mentorship, younger artists, and then older artists. Don't ever get in a space where you're not making space, for other artists to do their thing. So
my mama would say, you ain't learning, you ain't growing unless you're learning. So you got to keep learning as you grow, no matter what it is. Just keep learning. Let's see. Geo. Man, I can't see. I'm an elder. What's your creative process when writing new music?
So my creative process is different, right? Like sometimes I can be
wait. We got like 3 minutes. So condense it down as much as you can.
Okay. So my creative process is different, but again, it's just about like what's going on in my life. So sometimes I could be emotionally going through something. I'll write a hook and then it'll manifest into a song. Very much like this project that I'm working on right now, Quarantine Conversation, is inspired by COVID and what it's been like as an artist in COVID and having these discussions with my family members. And then with the band, sometimes we are in rehearsal and we jamming, and that turns into a hook, which then manifests into a song. So each time it looks different, but it really is dealing with what is happening around me, and me really embodying that.
And where can they find your projects? Where does this?
All of my music is streaming worldwide on all platforms, from Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. So yeah, you can basically just type in Queen Deelah on any major outlet and find me. I'm also on Facebook, / Queen Deelah 115, on Instagram at The Real Queen Deelah, on Twitter, Queen Deelah. So again, on pretty much every major or social outlet, you can type in Queen Deelah, TikTok, again, LinkedIn, and I try to keep all of my latest and greatest updated on those platforms as much as I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here, Queen. It has been an amazing interview to have you on today, and I appreciate you, and y'all. We celebrating Black History Month all month long and all year long. So y'all get in touch with Queen if you have any questions about what music producing or anything she's doing. So I'm gonna bring the Queen off. Thank you, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for your work, because for those that don't know, you're an artist, you're and creative out here, and you are doing all that you can to help share and promote platforms and pay it forward at the highest level. And I'm so grateful for that. And we need more people like you who are doing that work, who understand that each one teach one, that we are here to grow one another. So thank you for creating a platform, sharing your platform, and just helping others learn about all the other dope artists that are out there. So thank you.
My pleasure. This has been Queen Deelah, y'all. I'm going to bring her off. I'm going to play our closeout music. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next Friday. Appreciate the love, peace, and psychedelic soul.